It's Sunday Mass, Sunday, February 2nd in the year 2025. In nomine Padre, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. Welcome, everybody, to iBashers live Sunday Mass. Great to see you all. How are you all today? Let's see who got in there at number one today. It's Dave, Fahrenheit 451. No surprise there. He's a super basher. I think he has the record for the most ever. And since you didn't say, next guy, you're getting one today. Congratulations. Rufus is in at number two. James M is here. Hey, buddy. Upvoted with his beautiful Panerai. Looking great. Andrew Oakwich, as always, starts out the show with a super chat. Thanks so much for the super chat. Canadian $5. I was just watching videos on Cyprus. Some water. An inspiration. Upvote and subscribe. Talk about Cirrus. Oh, same water. Be the person that others are proud to have known. Wow, isn't that a nice sentiment? Thank you so much. Super chat gone for Andrew. I'm having a coffee. You guys having a coffee? You having a coffee? Coffee in the iBashers. Great to see you all. Buddy Hell. Hey, Buddy Hell upvoted. Thanks for the Basher of the Day song, Dirk. You're so welcome, Buddy Hell. Buddy Hell, you, Buddy Hell. Great to see you as Basher of the Day, and great to see you in the chats. Welcome to the Bashers world. It's great to have you aboard, Mr. Mike Callan. Happy Sunday, Bashers. Upvote everyone. The incredible, incomparable Mr. Mike Callan. Great to see you. How wonderful. Thank you so much. So I thought today we'd do a little thing on friendships, because they're important to us. Our friends are who we are. They're what we're made out of. They're what they're made out of. It's an incredible thing. Friendships. You can really tell a person by the friends that they keep. Do they have a diverse group of friends? Do they have, people in the different walks of life, in business and the arts? Incredible collections of people that somehow find a commonality and can share their lives with one another. And then, me, I don't try to be preachy, though people say I do. I really don't. But I just thought I'd write a little thing. And yes, I do read it. I write it, but I read it just so I can get it succinctly. But I just wanted to talk about something today, and that's friendship, which I think is truly invaluable. It's something that shapes us, it grounds us, and carries us through the highs and lows of life. And I'm talking about lifelong friendships, not just somebody you meet and you have a little, like, I'd love to say I was friends with Ian Gillan and I was friends with Ronnie James Dio, because they're two big important figures in my life. And while I did have significant conversations and time spent with those two gentlemen who shaped me as a singer and guided me in my musical journey, I was lucky enough to count those two heroes as people that I couldn't exactly count as friends. They were more acquaintances that I shared. Ian Gillan, I shared a couple of beer-infused nights with in the early 90s. I think it was 91. And Ronnie James Dio answered a bunch of, I met him when I was a kid, and he used to be a pen pal of mine. But I'm talking about friendships, ups and downs. Lifelong friendships are important because they remind us of exactly who we are. When the world shifts beneath our feet, our true friends keep us steady. They're the ones who celebrate our victories without jealousy and stand by us in our failures without judgment. They don't just know the person we present to the world. They know the unfiltered, unpolished versions of us, and they still stay. But what makes these friendships last? It's support and honesty. A real friend is not someone who only tells us what we want to hear, but someone who tells us what we need to hear. A true friend will be our loudest cheerleader when we're doubting ourselves, but they'll also be the one to pull us aside and say, hey, man, that's fucked up. They don't do it to tear us down, but they do it to lift us up, to make sure that we're the best version of ourselves. Real friendship isn't blind. It sees everything. The good, the bad, the flaws, the strengths, and the magic of a true friend is knowing when to ignore those faults and when to call us out on them. Some things don't need to be said. Some moments require silence, a look, or simply standing beside each other in quiet understanding. But other times, a friend must be brave enough to speak up and say, hey, man, you're better than this. Or, I think I see you struggling. Let me help. That's the balance between acceptance and accountability. It's what makes friendships last a lifetime. And in the end, our friends say a lot more about us and who we are. They're a reflection of our values, our character, and our choices. The company we keep reveals what we cherish, what we believe in, and who we aspire to be. They shape us as much as we shape them. And that's why choosing and nurturing these friendships is one of the most important things we'll ever do in our lives. You can't choose your family, but you certainly can choose your friends. So tonight, let's just get together, raise a glass to our friends. In my case, it's a coffee, who've been there for us, and to the ones who will never leave, and to the beautiful, messy, irreplaceable bond of lifelong friendships. It's a work in progress, all of us. It certainly is. And we do what we can. And then there's going to be times when you have to say goodbye to friends because for some crazy reason, it's a irrevocable bond gets revoked. It does happen. It's happened to me once in my life, and it's a sad thing when that does happen. But sometimes you just really need to cut ties with people who might just bring you down and find ways to constantly have you in this kind of cauldron of nonsense. And it's really quite terrible. I've got this weird shadow on here today. It's weird lighting. I moved my lights around, so they're kind of cuckoo. Anyway, let's start with Renaissance. Mr. Julian, who's always got something beautiful to say. Most of the things we spend our lives chasing will turn to dust in the end. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Indeed. Most of the things we spend our lives chasing will turn to dust. Amazing. What if nothing exists and we're all in somebody's dream? Well, maybe we're in a simulation or something crazy like that. It's possible. People are talking about simulations all the time. I don't think I believe that, but then again, I don't know. The universe is a complex mathematical equation that we just aren't smart enough to figure out yet. You know? Benedicta tibi omnia. Amazing. Look at you Latin smarties. That's where I want to live the rest of my life, a warm place with no memory. Well, then you want to be a cat. Cats forget that you were a jackass to them 5 minutes later. They're like, well, I still love you. Melly C, happy Sunday, Father Dirk, and all the bashers, and have a blessed Sunday. And blessed Sunday to you, my child. A politician is a man who will double cross the bridge when he comes to it. Yeah. Listen, politics or whatever, that's another great way to, we've all sat across a table, be it at a family thing or be it at, a bar or a dinner when politics comes up. And I used to have a rule at my bar because, you guys all know I was a bartender in New York City for 30 years. And one of the problems I used to say is, hey, no politics, no religion. Absolutely not. Because it just divides people and it ruins the vibe. You're having Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner or a Seder or whatever reason brings you to the table to share with your loved ones. And listen, politics will come in and people have opposing views. If you're smart enough, you could have a short debate. Maybe I'll learn, maybe you'll learn, or maybe we'll both be at loggerheads and just decide it's just not worth pursuing. I've said this before, and listen, I understand this channel, and I've just recently come across a situation where politics has driven a person away from the show. It's not something we talk about quite often, but it can be polarizing, even if even if inside your hearts, your individual hearts, you share a similar experience. You might have an opposing view on how things should be handled, and that's a shame. But it's just the way that it is, especially in the times that we live in. We're in a delicate time, I think, in the world with all the, obviously the American situation, obviously the Russian and Ukraine and Israel and Palestine and, Syria. And there's so many different and so many other conflicts in the world that don't get front page news. And that's another thing people are experiencing other than, and it used to say that Denmark was the happiest place in the world. I don't know about that right now. Denmark is having a little bit of an existential crisis with, wait a minute, are we going to lose Greenland? Or I watched a great documentary on Greenland, and it's got a really interesting history. And we did kind of control it. The United States kind of did control it at one time, but for the most part, it's been part of the under the thumb, so to speak, because it's its own. It doesn't have sovereignty, but it's its own self-governing body. But now they're going through a situation there, and it used to be considered the number one place where people were happiest. I don't know if because it just goes to show you, you ever get in a situation where there's conflict in your life and you had no part in causing it, and you're always like, how the hell did I get involved in this? You think you're Switzerland, but you're not. And that's a hard thing. And what happens at that table or that bar stool or that bar is you can get into, especially if alcohol is involved, you get into some heated remarks. You might say something that you regret. But I think at the end of the day, if you have a true friend who knows you, the unfiltered you, and you know the unfiltered them, I think that we can all overcome that, because it shouldn't really matter. Because what do we all really have at heart is our family, our friends, our loved ones, the things that we hold dear. And I don't think we're all that different. I don't think anybody you can ever going to find a culture that says they don't care about their friends, their family, and their loved ones. We all do. There's just other people that seem to put the wrench or the spanner in the works, as they say, on the other side of the pond. But you know what it is. A politician, politicians are the one that usually cause. I haven't named one politician that makes everybody feel so great. Which one? Which one makes you feel so great and isn't polarizing to somebody? Of course they are. Do not fight with pigs. You will be smeared in mud, but the pig will like it. Isn't that interesting? Wow. That's a metaphor and a half, my friend. Those who cannot learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Well, that's the oldest one in the whole wide world. History repeating itself. How do we not learn from Hitler and Pol Pot and all the other horrors, Milosevic and all the other crazies in the world? How do we not learn from that and just try to do the polar opposite of what those people were trying to do? It's amazing to me. Ray says, Andy Dufresne never understood what a sailing boat was. You got it. You got it. Well, I thought that was a fun little thumbnail, because that's friendship. Here's Andy Dufresne winds up in prison. He's befriended by a lifer named Red, who's going to be in there forever and ever and ever. And then the whole time he says, I'm going to be on a beach. It's in a place called San Martineo. And it just sounded so mythical and incredible. And at the end of the movie, there he is painting his boat. And there's Andy coming up to him. And that friendship, because he's got nothing left. That's one of the most amazing movies. For those of you who have never seen Shawshank Redemption, and there's a couple of people out there who haven't seen it, it really is one of the most magical movies ever made. It's got a great message. It's beautifully shot, incredibly acted. And it's a movie that I could just drop in at any given moment in the story and just be fixed to it. It's not something it's like the great song on the radio that you turn off. I can't do it. I don't think many people can. Daniel Gutierrez is here. Hello, Bastards. Great thumbnail. Coming down to Florida. Oh man, come on. 70. It's really cold in New York today. Now, unfortunately, I was going to do the Guinness crawl on Friday. Everybody was there mostly. And turns out that StreamYard, which is the service that I use for this broadcast, not always. If I'm sure to do a solo show out on the streets, I will use YouTube directly. But if you're going to have guests, and I was doing Friday night as my show with Ush and whomever else wants to come in, I could not log in. It would not let me on. And then when I tried to go on YouTube, there was major problems. I've seen a bunch of other streams also having tremendous problems with streaming this week. And I'm not sure what the cause of that is or what the technical glitches, but it was not a problem when I got back home to the studio. But mobily, it just would not work. I was like, okay, I'll go solo tonight. Boom. I hit live. I made a new thumbnail, was ready to go. And it just kept on going. Appreciate everybody who came on to the Friday show. I was an hour late. I started at 7:00. I had to go. I was in the city, and then I had to turn around and blah blah blah. But thanks everybody. Dean says, Bible Bash. Great to see you in the room, Dino. Oh, that's one of my all-time favorite Seamasters. I love that watch. Mr. Zaleski. Good evening, Dirk, and all the I would say to be true. I liked Andy from the start. Who doesn't love Andy Dufresne? He's just the greatest. And then we knew he didn't kill his wife and her lover. Oh, did I just spoil the movie? We've all seen it. Hitesh sees in the room. Happy Sunday bashing. Snow day on the West Coast. It's beautiful. I'm going for a drive after the show. Take some pictures for the show. Why don't you? We'd love to see that. Up in beautiful Vancouver. Here's Martin Bronson. Happy Sunday, everyone. And don't forget to upvote. Yeah, it's right down here. I can never get this right because it's reversed. It's right here. I just got to I'll just point at the microphone because that's where it is. Don't forget to upvote if you can. If you like the show and you like being a part of this little gang of folks, we agree, we disagree, but I think we all have each other at heart. Having some of my delicious Drew B coffee. Drew B. He's in Vegas. I hope he's having a great time. He's whooping it up. He sent a picture. It's in the gallery. I saw it. There's Andrew, 3:01 and 40 seconds. Close. Was it that late? Huh. So you know what? My camera was acting a little stupid, so it took 30 seconds to figure it out. But hey, we're here, right? We're here. We're bashers. Get used to it. Sharon, Purple Hearts. Oh, wait. Hold on. That's the one thing I don't have here, and I wish I did, was I have to figure out a way to get hearts. I've got balloons. I've got stars. I should get hearts. I'll find hearts, and I will put them on the show. Great to see you, beautiful. Always great to have you in the room. Who else is here? Let's see. Hey, Web One. It's been a while. Tim Wright and Friends. Timmy. Hey, he's doing his great show. I got to promote that show because it's a great show. Tim's having a big moment Friday evenings. It's Elixir night. They are, he's got an incredible Kojak on the show. What a talented guy. And can I just say this? A terrific YouTube personality. You know, I'm not trying to steal him away from Timmy and say he should get his own show, but he'd be a fine addition to the YouTube universe, the YouTuberverse. Because first of all, he's incredibly smart and very well researched, and just I think a terrific personality. And so don't miss that. That's tonight's show. I believe it starts at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's a great show. Everybody's enjoying it. Where they make cocktails. Last week was Bond Week, and they did a really terrific job. So, yeah, check it out. There it is. Tim Wright and Friends. Go see Timmy's show. It's going to be great. Kojak and the whole gang should be fantastic. I think you'll enjoy it. If you like cocktailing, God knows I made them for 800 years. But I really like to see the science and the methodology by which Kojak goes so deep into. Really, really super duper cool. Super cool. He's a great guy. Absolutely love it. Andy M is here. Andy M, good evening, Father Dirk. Wishing you and yours only good things. Only good things. As we always say on this show, what is it? Only good things. From now on, it's 2025. There's only going to be good things on here. We're not going to do anything else. And don't forget, if anybody is interested, it's still an ongoing issue with the LA fires. If you love animals and you have a couple extra bucks in your pocket, the PasadenaHumane.org/wildfire relief. I'm keeping my eye on that. We as Bashers collectively got together and sent over $500. And that was, it's an incredible collection for the collection plate. And listen, every dollar helps if you want to help that. Listen, or the Red Cross, American Red Cross, local California, Los Angeles, ways to donate. Because you know what? People in need, and that's all we got. We're going to practice what we preach. And thank you, Bashers, for all of your kindness, for all the stuff that you do for humanity and animal kind. We're grateful. Andrew says fennel iced tea for now. Fennel iced tea. I like fennel. I like grilled fennel. A lot of people don't like anise. They don't care for it. I like it. Sharon is having an orange Fanta on the rocks because she's in Canada. Because it's impossible to find Fanta. It's impossible to find it here. Impossible. Coffee at 4 p.m. There's no time for me. I drink coffee at 11 o'clock, midnight. I drink coffee at night when I'm editing or working on music. It doesn't affect me in that regard where I'm so jittery that I can't sleep because I don't really love going to bed unless I'm exhausted. I like to stay up as late as I can. It's just I'm a late night owl. I do enjoy early mornings too, which means on average I probably get about 4.5 hours sleep, maybe. if I'm lucky. Every once in a while, I'll do a marathon and sleep for like 8, 9 hours, but not much. And I don't know if coffee has something to do with it, but I do not get the jitters from it. But I might, have a massive heart attack at one time. That could happen, I guess. Carlos Poggy's in the room. Hey, Betty. Happy Bashalicious Sunday Pilgrims. I love that. Sunday Pilgrims. Look at that. You look like Chris Cornell in that picture. Can I just say that? Do you like Chris Cornell? If you take life, tell me just what you'll give. I'm sure you don't like what it is. One of the best Bond themes ever. I don't think everybody talks about Goldfinger and Live and Let Die and Skyfall. But you know what? I have to say that one of my favorites of all time is Chris. And I was never that into, listen, my musical mind had been made up. And, I'd get off my lawn. When you become a certain age and you're, who were the people that shaped me? Luckily it was the Beatles. But first it was Elton and Kiss and Queen and Iron Maiden and Judas Priest and Andy Williams. But as you get older, when new groups come out, you tend to think that they're for younger people. And I was certainly young when grunge came out, but I didn't like any of it. I was not a Nirvana fan. I did not like Pearl Jam. I didn't know other than what was Soundgarden's big Black Hole Sun. I can appreciate it now because it took me a while to get out of my own way. And I think that's probably, I can appreciate all of those records now. I love In Utero. Nevermind is okay, but I think In Utero is a mature album and I like it a lot. However, Chris Cornell, what an amazing singer that guy was. He's beautiful. He's an incredible stage presence, really good guitar player. And you can be incredibly unhappy and have all those talents. It's a sad thing. Anyway, check that out. Thanks, Carlos Paki. Great to see you. And I haven't seen you in a while. Great to see you back. Gene, Andrew, run out of beer. Kyle Pena's in the room. Kyle Pena, happy Sunday to you, buddy boy. How are you? It's great to see you. What do you wear? I'm dying to know. Tell me what that is. From here, I can't tell, but that looks like an integrated bracelet, right? Can I blow that up a little bit? It's really great looking, man. It's a great looking watch. Great to see you in the room. Happy Sunday to you, buddy boy. Andrew says, my mom used to say you are known by whom you associate with. If they are trash, stealing, and doing drugs, people will assume you are the same. Choose wisely. I agree. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I was a very nerdy guy. I was a nerdy kid. And I wanted some cool friends. So when I got to the first high school I was in, because I went to two different ones, the friends that I chose in the first school turned out to be bad news, as my parents would say. They're bad news. Stay away from them. They're bad news. And they were smoking weed and blah, blah, blah. I didn't partake. I was always afraid of it. I don't have any particular opinion other than I wish people didn't smoke it on the sidewalk. But I think it should be regulated the same way alcohol is, since it's legal now here in the States. So that didn't work out. And then when I got to the other high school, I made some friends that were completely not into drinking and doing drugs. We did do some stupid stuff. We used to go down to all these different neighborhoods with a fire extinguisher. It's a long story, but some dumb stuff that you realize is stupid. And to be honest with you, to talk about lifelong friends, they are lifelong friends. I don't see them or talk to them as much as I want to, but they are in my life in some way. But as I got to around 18 or 19, two of my oldest friends are in the room right now. Well, not in the room right now, but they're in the room often. And that is Mimi. You all know her. I've been friends with her because I was friends with her brother first. And I traded him in for a better model, a better role model, I should say. She was she's a couple of years older and had more knowledge and experience. I loved her musical taste. She turned me on to music I didn't even know about. And I'll tell you who she turned me on to. Kate Bush. Didn't know who she was. And that was probably 1982. We were kids. And she gave me an album, and it was called The Kick Inside. And it was a kind of like her first record. And I was spellbound by it. And then she goes, "Oh, try." And then she turned me on to a bunch of other records. Then I remember when Hounds of Love came out, and I think I bought it first, and I brought it over. She was in school upstate, so I didn't get to see her as often as I would have liked to. But as we got older, and she was back in New York, we were thick as thieves, and still are to this very, very day. She knows me, I know her. There's nothing that's going to get in the way of that friendship. It's impossible, really. Have we had arguments and things along the way? Probably. She'll mention them every once in a while, and I'll have absolutely no recollection of it. I'll be like, no, that's impossible. How could that happen? Probably because I have an idea of what our friendship is, and I couldn't even imagine that. But we bring up stuff, and I'm pretty good. My memory's pretty damn good. It's pretty nuts. But friendships, man, it's pretty great. Gene says, Daniel, run out of martinis. It's early for a lot of people, unless you're across the pond. Now it's 9:27 right over there. Or is it 8:27? I think it's only 5 hours difference now. Andy M says, I have few friends. The ones I have, I think are good ones. Yeah, I could probably count my best friends on one hand. I probably could. Probably. Like the ones that I'd go to jail for, Probably. Melly C says, when I was a child, my dad used to tell me you don't need a lot of friends. You just need a few good ones. It's true. I have a lot of acquaintances and people who I really like, and I'm open for friendships. Like, for example, like I've said on this show, I am now meeting people who it looks like I'm going to form lasting relationships with because of their insight, their intellect, and their kindness. And kindness is very attractive to me for friendship. Kyle Pena. Andrew, my mom would always lecture me on choosing wisely, especially during the last act of the Last Crusade. It's great. Dave Fitzsimons. He says, but I believe in me and I. Danny Gutierrez. Great to see you. Now it's 3 p.m. here. Yeah, us too. Well, where you are is where I am, kind of. You just have it a whole lot warmer. Too early to hit the booze. Kojak Corner drinks the play. That's a great show, great segment, fantastic. I think he really listen. It's all about the content. It's all about finding your niche, finding that road, and I think he really hit the nail on the head. What a great segment. It's really turning out to be terrific. Dean says, Andrew, thought you were unwell. Tea and fennel. Is that something? Vomit. Oh, man. Oh, Ray. I was at my mammy's first anniversary mass today. Can't explain how I'm feeling. Confusing emotions. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. It's rough. That's, yeah. God bless, man. Yeah, anniversaries are hard. It was my dad's 2-year anniversary of his passing the other day, and I didn't know the date off the top of my head, but I woke up with this foreboding. I just didn't feel like myself. Everything felt kind of crap. And then my sister said, it's 2 years since Daddy left us, and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, it's a weird thing. My dad and I did not have the greatest relationship earlier on in my life because he thought I was a rocker and did drugs. And of course I never did. Because, I wore denim, I painted jackets. And so we had a very kind of acrimonious relationship earlier in my life. And we became extremely close later on. And because, youth, listen, kids go through phases. I don't have kids, but, I know people with kids, and I grew up in a house where my eldest sister came back with her kids, and I've seen kids grow up. All kids go through phases where they rebel and they become snippy and all that stuff, and it's tough. And when I got into that adolescent phase, I guess I was rebellious. I didn't turn to drugs or alcohol, but I stayed out, and I never called, and I did some very, very stupid things that I highly regret. And you never really get over that. You always kind of keep that in the back of your head and just say, wow, you can't believe that you did things like that when you were young. What were you thinking? Well, you weren't, because your brain hasn't settled in yet. You have, after puberty, all those hormones and all those things need to balance themselves out. And then you really find out what kind of person you are, because you could be the sweetest kid in the whole wide world and then become a train robber or a bank robber. After all that stuff, you meet some people, you're all filled with hormones, it could turn you into a bad person. Great friendships, great guidance, great parenting will change that. Andy M says, generally, I don't discriminate. I hate everyone equally. Daniel, I really, lunchtime, you could start the booze out. That's so British, right? Well, listen, when you're having pranzo, you're having lunch in Italy, you usually have like a glass of wine or an aperitivo. I can't wait for that to happen. I just want to make an announcement. It is Dana's. Everybody, let's wish Dana O'Malley happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dana. Happy birthday to you. We love you, Dana. Now, I met her later in life. I am what? 16 years her senior. I shouldn't be friends with her. I put a comment on our Facebook page. Yeah, Facebook, because we're all saying I'm her highly inappropriate friend, age inappropriate friend. But wow, like we're inseparable friends, and that will be forever. I can't imagine for any reason on us not being friends. She's a friend, a confidant, and that's just how it works. I have a friend, Mary, who I met around the same time I read another friend whose brother I was friends with first and traded them in for the better older sister model. I just always enjoyed the company of women. I always did. My closest friends are mostly women. I just like the way the female brain works generally, and good gossip. It's fun. Gotta say, I enjoy that too. Andrew says, Ray, everything in time, it gets better. It does get better. That's all that the time is the one luxury that there's not enough of, but sometimes the passing of time can reduce the hurt, and that's all it can be. And we love you, man. We love you, Ray. We love you, man. If this is a simulation, this is the worst game in all existence. Isn't that the truth? You ever get to the point where you trim your nails and then the next thing you know, you're like, wow, I really need to do those. What the hell happened there? I'm nuts about that. No religion, no politics, and no sex at the bar. Oh, God, Dino, can I tell you? This is funny. Whenever people got a little bit frisky at the bar. Now, I was at this one bar for 24 years. So I've seen it all, as they say. I've seen it all. Everything from mean people to drunk people to Karens, lots of Karens, but the thieves, all that stuff. One time, this terrific guy I met at the bar, the day Steve Jobs died, he was a guy I never met before in my life, and he's sitting at the bar, and he went, "Oh shit, Steve Jobs died." Now, I'm a big computer nerd and Apple freak, or was, because I don't care now. I just want stuff to work. He became a friend, and while we were talking, somebody stole his phone off the bar. And I said, let's track it. And he said, how do you do that? And I grabbed my phone and I logged into his Find My iPhone, and we found out where it was. And, the cops don't care. So I sent the bouncer a couple of blocks away, because he went to another bar, probably looking to steal other people's stuff. And I said, take my phone and go to this bar. It was like a block and a half away. He went in there, and as you get closer and Find My, it goes beep 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 beep. It does that, so you can actually locate it. And then he hit play sound. It went off, and he grabbed the guy by the scruff of his neck, and he got it back. It's pretty incredible stuff. So yeah. Oh, and the sex at the bar. As Ali, this girl I used to work with, this beautiful girl. She was Iranian, born in Iran but raised in Ireland. And she's tall, beautiful, crazy, beautiful thing with an Irish accent. So it was even sexier. She used to say, I used to say, oh God, You got to throw those two out. Holy crap. We had 2 bars. So I'd walk over to her bar and say, what's happening? And I was like, oh, look at those 2. They're having the worst. Oh God. Cause it can get out of control. And, she goes, I'll give it another minute. And I said, why? She goes, he's really attractive. So, the rule of thumb is to only throw them out when they're ugly. That's so bad. We're being so judgy. It's so terrible. Unbelievable. Andrew says, Dean, no politics, religion, or sex. Why go to the bar? Because there's booze there. Listen, most of us, a lot of us in the old school have met our partners in bars. And I did, and that's true. So it's all good. Here's Tim Wright. Upvote, France. Upvote. Have a great show tonight. I hope it's great. Andrew says, how do we not learn? Schools don't teach history anymore. They don't even teach handwriting anymore, worrying that people will be offended. Yeah, that's the one thing. Listen, I know I've been accused of being a super lefty, and I'm not, because I have a lot to say on how we school people in history and being so delicate about not touching upon subjects that we need to learn from in the fear of offending people. People need to get offended when they've done the wrong thing. I mean, this thing, I don't buy that crap at all. Carolyn Martin says, I said I'd watch it. Oh, she's going to watch the show. Cool. Jesus, if this were a simulation, I want my money back. Everybody wants their money back. Dean says, Dirk, what is going on with the hair? You got the Tintin look. Yeah, I do the Tintin look. I do it on purpose. Or did you put your finger in a light socket? You want to know what it is? I have a cowlick right here. And this cowlick has got, like, one thing it does is it doesn't move. And so when my hair starts to get a little longer in the front, I just kind of keep it sticking up in the front. It's Tintin. I've heard it before. I'll hear it again. It's funny, but it's true. It is Tintin. Or I could just flatten it out with this, right? I could just do that. But it's funny how when you have a cowlick, it just sticks straight up, and it generally gets a lot of grays in it. So it's really, really odd stuff. Dean, Dirk has said he likes mid-century. No, I'm not going for a pompadour. My hair is really, really short. I actually just kept it in the front, because this way I can comb it down and it'll be a nice businessman's haircut. This is my Sunday look. Tintin, Astro Boy. What was the other one? Bob's Big Boy. That's the other one. JC Kingsley walks into Sunday Mass and instantly chugs all the wine and eats all the wafers. What? Well, I was an altar boy for a long time, and you know what? We didn't really drink the wine. I think I had one sip of it once. I never felt that ever, Are you doing Manhattans tonight on your show? That's cool. I make a pretty mean, perfect Manhattan. I was pretty much known for making those. And I like to make them with rye, the classic way. I think the bourbon is a modern iteration. And I think, we tailor cocktails to today's tastes. The vodka martini being the biggest bane of my existence, because a martini is gin. A vodka martini is a vodka martini. Even a Vesper, it's got a little bit of gin, a little bit of vodka. But, people like bourbon in their Manhattans now. I just think it's cool that they're doing it. You guys, have a great time and make some great cocktails. I'll be tuning in probably. He says, Andrew, will definitely hair product that keeps it like that. And I actually have no product in my hair. Nothing at all. It just sticks up straight like that. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I have the straightest hair in the world. There's not an ounce of wave or curl in it. None. If Astro Boy had a motorbike, I'd like a motorbike. Dirk, the upvote button is on the other side. Is it? Oh yeah, because it's reversed, so it's here, right? Oh, see, I can't tell because of the way I look at the camera. You guys see things on the other side. I didn't know, Andy M. Are you one of the Boulder persuasion? There you go. I did not know that. JHB is in the room. Bold is beautiful, baby. Shave it off. It looks great. Hello, Dirk. Hope you're well. It's great to see you in the room. How are you? Kojak is cool. He's great, man. Super talented and so smart. I just think he's a terrific YouTube personality. What an asset to have on Timmy's show. It's just opened up the floodgates and made for great, really involved content. I think everybody's really enjoying it. What a great thing. It's amazing. I suggest Tim Wright and Time. Dave Fahrenheit 451. You suggested Tim Wright and Time. Yeah. So everybody loves that show, right? Or just the acronym. Andrew says, Jay, you went out? Where'd you go? I missed this. You guys chat amongst yourselves. It's hard for me to keep track of stuff. And this is how late I am. You're talking about Diamonds Are Forever. My favorite of the Shirley Bassey tunes, believe it or not, is Moonraker. Where are you? I love that song. I think it doesn't get any credit at all. And I've already discussed no good about Goodbye. And I got popped for it. Oh, here's a funny thing. Friday night, when we were comparing Gwen Verdon and Beyonce's Put a Ring on It, the choreography being identical, YouTube popped me for it. For 8 seconds. Unbelievable. Yeah. JHB says, regarding Bond, agree, Dirk, the Chris Cornell song. You know what I love most about it is that is the guy that was the composer for that era, David Arnold. He co-wrote the song with him. So it's like having a John Barry a collaboration. Because John Barry handpicked David Arnold to be his successor. And can you ask for anything more than that? Listen, the people who have scored Bond ever since David Arnold left, they're not up to the job. They're not. And each and every one of them has used David Arnold's Bond theme arrangement in all 3 of the movies. So he left. Skyfall was the first one he didn't do. Thomas Newman did that. Thomas Newman did Spectre. And No Time to Die. The composer got fired like the first month into production, and I'm not quite sure who. I don't even remember who did it, but no, it's just so stupid because he's so willing to do it, and he's such an amazing orchestrator, composer, conductor, and a really nice singer too. He does a version. You could look up David Arnold. You Know My Name, which is the Chris Cornell song. He does a very lovely job. I mean, who can sing like Chris Cornell? But very few of us, Yeah. She hates the beard. Oh, and you have a beard. You're bald and you have a beard. And Melly C hates the beard. Happy wife, happy life, Andy. That's all I can say. I got you, Dirk. 1 sec. You were too kind thinking it was an IWC the other day. That's what I thought it was, an IWC. Did you? Oh, you sent a picture of it. Okay. Great. It's in the gallery. This is actually my first watch gifted to me. Oh, it's a Wenger Swiss military watch. It's beautiful, man. I love military watches. I'm wearing a military watch right now. I'm wearing my Seiko. I love them. I love the ruggedness of them. And let me pull this off so you can see this beautiful dial. This was a gift from Julian. Look at that dial. Look at that. It's so beautiful. It's got like Seiko tapisserie on it. It's really great. Don't laugh at me. It's quartz, and I thought that the time was going to be right. Oh, it is correct. Yeah, it is right. Oh, shit. I was worried that the time was wrong. I immediately went to put it back on my right wrist because that's where I normally wear my watch, but I don't on the show because of this thing. Because you guys saw me, I actually put a little scuff on my on the case of my Milgauss, and you guys saw it first. You know what it was. Dino, no comments. Happy wife, happy life. Hey, Drew B's live. Are you back home or are you still shooting craps? What's going on with you? I hope everything went well. She's not so keen on you talking about Bond 007 for too long. I have the complete Blu-ray box set of Bond. You were invited. Melly C is banned. That's so funny. So she doesn't like Bond? Wait a minute. Melly C, we have so much in common. Do you not enjoy James Bond? I can't imagine that. That's interesting. You have the whole box. That's weird. Maybe she does. I don't know. Dean, what's your favorite Bond film? I'm curious. Happy Groundhog's Day. Is today Oh, it is Groundhog's Day. Of course it is. I hope that he sees his shadow because it's enough. Such a great movie. Yeah. Casino Royale. It's amazing. Amazing. Gene says, Andy, and my worst nightmare is alopecia. Hopefully it never happens to me. You know, listen, I married bald and I find it attractive. And when guys go to great lengths, and I'm not judging people here because it's none of my goddamn business, but when you see guys get hair systems, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, most of them look pretty bad. I'm not talking about toupees because I don't think many people do that anymore. But I think you should just work with what you got. Bald looks cool. Look at Vin Diesel and Bruce Willis and Jason Statham and Sean Connery. These guys, you know, Ed Harris. Think of all the hottie bald dudes that like girls love, and the guys too. You know, they're great role models. I mean, no, it's never happened to me either, and it's I guess you could say from my perspective, well, you shouldn't talk because you got a full head of hair. Um, I think I'd be all right with it. I think I would be, you know, because I'm not trying to rock out anymore. I did grow my hair. I finally did grow my hair really long again during the pandemic, longer than it had ever been. And it was so silly. And it was so expensive. It was so stupid. I don't know why I did that. Don't know why at all. Sharon says, Happy birthday, Dana. Happy birthday, Dana. Andrew says, when I became a dad, my dad took me aside and said, never tell them any stories about the stupid stuff you did growing up, or they will try to outdo you. Wait till they grow out of the stupid stage. 100%. 100%. Oh no, I'm scared. There is a rumored new Bond candidate, Scottish actor Stuart Martin. Shh. Oh, wait a second. Oh my God, that's the guy from oh, I hope it's him. The guy, oh God, is that the guy from he had a show where he was Mrs. something or other. Oh man. Is that him? Stuart Martin is a Scottish actor. Oh no, that's the Scarlet and the Duke. Miss Scarlet and the Duke. Stuart Martin. Hold on. He's very tall though. Images. Oh yeah, you know what? This guy would be a great Bond. I wouldn't be upset with that. I wouldn't be upset with that. I love that show. Miss Scarlet and the Duke. Where is it? Here he is. This is this guy. Yeah, he's cool. He's got some thicket on his head. Yeah, this was him in that show. Miss Scarlet. This is a championship beard. This guy can grow. Wow. Yeah, I get beard envy when I see that. It's pretty good. Not that much better. That's Joshua Sass. That guy's beard's nuts. This guy's cool, man. Is he the right age? Oh, is that true? Man, over Aaron Taylor Johnson. Let's see. Do we have him in a tuxedo? Let's see. Stuart Martin tuxedo. Oh, Jesus. I mean, this guy is cooler than cool, man. He's cool. Yeah, I don't have a problem with this. If they pick this guy, I would be okay with it. Let's see. Does he look cool here? Yeah, I don't know about that. Looking a little Eddie Redmayne in that shot. And you know, any of those little Twinkie boys, no. The answer is no to all that stuff. Just keep Bond the way he's supposed to be. Oh God, look, wow. How did that happen? Shit, no. That's that guy again. No, get out of here. Get away from me. Anyway, that's the story. Yeah, I like him. I like it. I say, out of anybody that they've thought of so far, I say yes. There's a couple of people that they brought up that Tom Hiddleston. Really? Why don't you just get Wally Cox? Oh, he's dead. Happy birthday, Dana. You make 29 look good. She sure does. Isn't that a fact? Dana's the legend. Have a fabulous day. She sure is. $5 super chat from our one and only Andrew Ogoch. Happy birthday, Dana. Best so what I'll do instead of the super chat gone, because you get it ad nauseum all the time, I'll just do balloons. Yay. Happy birthday, Dana. I went to send her flowers and every florist in her neighborhood was closed. That's all I have to say. I should have thought about that yesterday. Had them sent yesterday. I'm a shitty friend. Absolutely shitty friend. Should have totally done that. Melly C says, Dean, alopecia is not fun. If you are afraid, there's a fantastic product on the market called Waterman's Grow Me, British family-owned company. It's helped me. Oh, okay. Yeah, when the females of the species goes through that, that can be a heartbreaking thing. And honey pie, that's usually due to stress. I don't want you to be stressed out. I want you to have the most beautiful one. You have beautiful cats and a beautiful partner. What are you doing to her, Andy M? Look who's here. Oh my God. It's Nathaniel Hannon. Where have you been? $5. Hello, friends. Great to see you, Nate. He doesn't like that. It's Nathaniel. I said to him, you like Nate? Nat, what do you like? He's like, Nathaniel. It's Nathaniel Hannon. Great to see you, buddy, in the room. It's been so, hey, you, it's been a while. Super Chat Gong. Andy M says, the older I get, the more hair I have, just not on the top of my head. Yeah, I know. That's a problem, too. That's absolutely Melly C. Happy birthday, Dana. Mar with a $4 super sticker, Bronson. Yeah. Amazing. Let's give you a big bang boom for that. Bang. Fantastic. Nathaniel, what is mod? Did you say mod and I missed it? Dirk doesn't want a motorbike. He wants, no, yeah, I do want a green. I want the kind of KitchenAid green one that looks all weathered and scratched up, like your grandmother's KitchenAid mixer. Yeah, that if I had my druthers on the Vespa, and the Italia experience will be Vespa City. But that's the one I want. I do want a green one. It's like kind of like a minty green, and it's just all kind of cracked, and I love the way that looks. I love it. I love it. I love it. JC Kingsley says, I sent you a few pictures for the gallery and a video showing off my zombie makeup abilities. Well, I can't wait to see it because I know you do a great job at that. And now we know you do great impressions. Is this going to be a limerick? I knew a girl named Allie. I called her a hummingbird. I knew something. There once was a man from Connemara. I'm not going to do that. You guys are talking about hair coming out of your noses. I'm going to keep that off the show. Talk amongst yourselves, as they say. Anyway, let me get to this. A well-kept beard is nice. Andy M is just lazy. The one thing I will not condone is neck beard. If you're going to have a beard, a nice, neat trim line right where your face meets your neck. Because not only does it help to shape the face, but you know who suffer from this disorder the most? Italian men. They just let it grow all the way down till it connects to their chest hair. It's gross. Don't do that. It's horrible. Last time the beard came off, there was this old saggy face in the mirror, and it scared me hairy again. Yeah. Well, I do that. I always do that when I'm feeling a little chunky. Which I go up and down. I've the magic bullet that I found was yoga, and it really was great, and it kept me at 150 pounds. And then they closed during the pandemic, and then the shit hit the fan. Then there was cases of Barolo, and I was cooking every single night, and blah blah blah. Oh, Melly likes Bond. I'm glad to see that. Yeah, Andy says Live and Let Die. That's your favorite one, okay? Or Thunderball, okay? Sharon says Casino Royale. He's too old, and he's bald though, but he looks great. Yeah. Oh, you're back home. Hey, back home. Did a red eye to get back. Doing a combo of watching and napping right now. Reunited with Kay and sent you a pic. Oh, I'm so excited. I should get on that. Here's D Wood. If I could choose anyone to look like, it'd be Tucci. He's a great looking dude. He used to be my get out of jail free card, but then he got too famous, and he's too polished now. He used to look, he's almost a little persnickety for me. Like a little too. There should be just a little bit of dishevelment. He's just way too perfectly attired now. But anyway, we're forgetting the ultimate bald guy. Who loves you, baby? Telly Savalas, right? Hey, it's Donald in the room. Donald Guerin, great to see you. Architect Supreme, you and the incredible Jim Lassick. It's great to have you both. You thought for sure that, I don't know how to say this guy's name. I guess Regé Jean Page would be the new Bond. No, he's too much of a pretty boy. And I don't care about the, people like, he's not, he's too pretty. Bond can't be pretty. That guy manicures his eyebrows. You know, come on, don't do that. Guys who like, listen, there's like, get rid of this thing, you know, and you don't want to look like Anthony Newley, I guess is what I'm saying. What kind of fool am I? Who loves you, baby? Everybody. Telly Savalas. Telly Savalas was known in the industry as like being a total asshole. Miss Scarlet and the Duke makes me think of that old show, Scarecrow and Mrs. King. I haven't thought of that show in forever. And The Ghost and Mrs. Muir while we're at it. It was a great show. I really enjoyed this Miss Scarlet and the Duke. And Stuart Martin. That's why I was like, I know that name. Oh, yeah. He's cool. I like that guy a lot. I think he's great. Yeah, indeed. Guys, it's I'm going, Dirk, that photo of you leaning in a tux against the limo, 10 out of 10, baby. That was for my sister's wedding. My sister's second wedding, I should say. She watches the show. She'll laugh. So she rented a Rolls Royce and all those tuxedos. It was a rental. Yeah, that was also when I was wearing a 38 regular. But yeah, thanks. Get out of jail card. Do you mean hall pass? Yes, I mean hall pass. That's exactly what I meant. Tucci was my hall pass. Yeah, for the longest time. I think the next Bond will not be a big name. Well, Daniel Craig wasn't a big name. No one in America knew who he was. I know you guys. I knew Layer Cake. I had seen that, but I hadn't really seen anything else. You know, so yeah, I don't think that I mean, Roger Moore was a big name. Timothy Dalton was kind of a big name. And of course, Pierce Brosnan, you know, was supposed to have the job first and they wouldn't let him out of his contract. Very similar to the problem that Tom Selleck had with, wow, man, a lot of pictures came in. Holy smokes, Rooney. I better get going to the Gallery of Bastards before it's too late. Holy mackerel. Guys, wow, thank you for this. What a terrific collection of the Gallery of Bastards. So here it is.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime the Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
And just to make us all feel a little bit better about the world, I'll start off with the incomparable Drew B and Kay. Reunited, and it feels so good. Look at this beautiful ladybug. Oh, and look at her tail. Oh my God. Oh, honey pie. Okay, we love you. She's so beautiful, man. I cannot wait for the rest of your beautiful life. I cannot wait for you to enjoy everything when all your fur is back and your kind and loving family are keeping you warm and fed and happy. You look so happy to be where you belong. Oh, wow. What a great shot. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, family. Thank you, Andrew. Amazing. Look at that. What a perfect way to start out the gallery. You rock, man. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Jocelyn says that Layer Cake is an underrated movie. Hey, Jocelyn. Yeah, completely. When I saw that, I went, who's that dude? I'd never seen him before. I know the people in the UK had a dose of Daniel Craig before we did. I didn't know who he was. I don't think anybody in America really knew who he was. No, Dean, that's Daniel Craig was not here. No, he had nothing. He's like Robbie Williams. No one in America has ever heard of him. Now, he's got that movie out that completely got amazing reviews and flopped because no one knows who he is. Never had a hit here. Never had a single solitary hit here. Daniel Craig was not a known entity. When they announced him, I went, oh, the guy from Layer Cake? I said, oh, crap, he's blonde. Weird. It's like they picked a blonde Bond. Now they could do whatever they want, I guess, right? We'll start off with Andrew after the beautiful K reunification. What do you got here for us, Andrew? Uh-oh, it's Kitty Patrol. Look at that. Do you have a new bedspread, or is this just in a different bedroom? Because this looks like a totally different setup, different headboard, different everything. They're just taking over the entire house as they do. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Why don't I do this from now on for the Gallery of Bastards? I should do that, right? Make everything full screen. You don't need to look at me. I can just talk. It's absolutely fine. Thank you, Andrew. Melly C, Eminem Madness, Malk and Mindy Madness. Madness, smoking Mindy. Oh, Mindy looking very cute. Oh, hello, honey pie. This is better, right? This is way better. Way better. That is cat face planting, JC, for sure. Oh, so cute. Listen, we know you're a devil, but we love you because you're so beautiful. Ray Ray says that Nathaniel Hannon would make an acceptable Bond. I agree. He's tall, he's handsome. He's got a great voice, by the way. You just have to throw on a British accent because Daniel, listen, James Bond has to be British. Sorry. Look at you, beautiful lady. Look at you on your Corbusier style lounge. Nothing thrills a cat more than a hammocky style thing. They want the little curve there, which is amazing. Oh, Mindy. You're a sweetheart, Mindy. We love you. Oh, she's in front of the heater. Oh, you guys are funny. Look at that. Oh, how cute. Hello, baby. Great shots today. Look at her. Oh, she's enjoying the heat. Oh, hi, Mork. Have you been sequestered to the other side of the room? He's having himself clean. Oh, look at the big stretchy cat. Oh, and then he's sacked out. Good stretch, good feed, good stretch. Sleep time. Oh, thank you, honey pie. These are great ones. Oh, devil lady, you're unbelievable. Fantastic. Thank you for those. Andrew made JC Kingsley breakfast with the meat and peppers and onions and cheese. Hey, look at that. He did your recipe. How cool is that? See, this is what makes the Bashers go round. Look at that. JC, he made it. How cool is that? Wow. You made quite a lot of it too. That looks really good. How do you think you did, JC? Wow, it looks great. You did a great job there. Great job. Fantastic. Great job, man. Great job. I love that you did that. Here's from Mart, cat in front bed. Oh yeah. This is, let me see if I can download this. It didn't. Let me see where it is. This is it, right? Yeah, I got to download this. Mart sent this to me to make all us cat people upset. Look what this person did. Wait till you see what this person did. This is just unnecessary. They think they're all cutesy with their cat in the basket, but people in traffic, bikes and cars are not a great. I was a cyclist for a very, very long time. I follow the rules of the road. I would never even consider. It's like people who have their babies on bikes. I get very nervous when I see that. I get very, very nervous when I see that. I don't like it. Just saying, don't like it. And this is a picture from Drew's hotel in Las Vegas. Very, very cool. There's the sphere. Look at that thing. And there's that's the Fontainebleau. I heard that's a really cool place. Do they still have the roller coaster at the top? Look at that sunset. That's pretty great. I bet you that color, all of that color, probably has to do with the LA wildfires. It's gotten into the atmosphere. Look at that. There's only one little piece of old Vegas left, the West Gate over there. Look at that. The rest of it is all just Manhattan. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Vegas has really changed. Great shot, though. Great shot. Thank you, Drew B. Thank you for everything. After a hard day of naps, it's time for a hard day of napping. It's time for bedtime. Isn't that hilarious? And true. Amazing. Sleepy kids, sleep well, my beauties. Sleep well, my beauties. Thank you, Andrew. Oh, look at that. Full frame. Look at that. At least that they don't sleep on top of each other. When I had Glaucus and Murray here, they always slept on top of each other, especially when it was really cold out. The collection from our own Julian. Some art for you all today because it's Sunday, and why shouldn't we enjoy some art as we always do? Let's get that gallery show together. This is a this is a convergence of shapes. Wow, beautiful. Oh, that's amazing. Man and his dog in the fog. You step into the fog. Wow, that's ominous. A sundial. It almost looks like it's 10 o'clock, right? If you look at the man there, maybe 11. That's pretty crazy how you figured out how to frame that thing. That's pretty amazing framing. Wow. Is that a real person as a mannequin? How did you do that? Now there's some shape manipulation here. This almost looks like it could be part collage. I can never tell the way he does it. It's always amazing what Julian does. Beautiful. Wow. Ominous. Those like Mayan, they do kind of look Mayan. Look at the difference in you get the columns there. Now I don't know if those are Corinthian, right? If I'm correct, with like what looks like some kind of Mayan sun gods. Here's a homeless guy who doesn't have a pot to piss in, and then there's this guy with his $8 Starbucks. That is with his giant phone in his pocket. So much to read in this photograph. So much to read. So much. It's an essay. Oh, I love the old train. I have one right across the street from my house in an old abandoned train yard that's no longer there, but the tower is still there. And one day they're going to pull it down, and I give up. I've white flagged it a long time ago. Not much I can do. And a beautiful. Oh, look at this, James Walter Everidge. Oh wow, wow. Wasn't that Dame Edna's last name? Dame Edna Everidge. Beautiful. Very ominous, Julian. Oh, even more ominous. Look at that. What is this? A door to and down the wet steps. That looks like a washer-dryer combo over there. Beautiful, Julian. Thank you so much. We get a private exhibition every Sunday. Thank you, Julian. What a treat, as always. Where am I now? My collection. There it is. Martin Brown, iBashers pictures. Here's Mart. Oh my God. Look at this. Inspector General. Oh, and then you're going to get rid of the box, and then Bronson will be really mad. Oh, the bike, an undamaged bike. Oh, congratulations. That's a beauty, man. That's a great bike. Fantastic. So I'm assuming electric assist, not fully electric. Very cool. Maybe it is fully electric. I can't tell. Great. Look at the shot. That is a very, very attractive bike, man. Wow. And look at Mark. Look at Bronson in the corner. Oh my God. That's amazing. It's like, you took the box away, damn it. Amazing stuff. Thanks, Mart. Amazing. We love to check in. Okay, so ready, guys? You ready for this? You ready? So Bob got the Longines already. He got it in a day and a half. So he's unboxing it for us here, not in video and not live. But here it is. And he did go with the black strap because you guys all said you would prefer it on the black strap. So what did he do? He went and he got it on a black strap. How cool. And I will tell you his notes. His notes are, it's a little thick. He loves everything about it, but he said it's a little thick, and he thinks that the knurling on the crown could be more tactile so it's more operational. I said, you'll get used to it like everything else. It's quite beautiful. And they got it to him in a day and a half. Incredible, right? And look at it on his wrist. Could you ask for anything more? Fantastic. It looks great. And look at the difference look at the way that you've got the chemin de fer along the end, but in the center, it looks gray, but it really is kind of like a metallic that reflects. It's a great looking watch. Great looking watch. Everything about it, beautiful. Beautiful Longines. Looks perfect, Bob, on your wrist. Absolutely perfect. Everybody's saying great, 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 great choice. Looks amazing. Oof, gorgeous. Look at this. It's the whole gang, my friend. Everybody says it. Dean says. Kyle says. Andrew says. Carlos says. Sharon says. Jocelyn says. Melly says. Dave Fahrenheit. Everybody says. And you went for the black strap, which is fantastic. I love Bashers Decide. Jocelyn, Andrew, Drew B. See? Yeah, congratulations. You deserve it. Yeah, fantastic. Looks great. What a great choice. What a pretty watch, man. Look at that. It's gorgeous, man. That is a beautiful watch. Enjoy that in the best of health, my friend. You deserve it. Basher approved. 100% Basher approved. Great looking watch, huh? Amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Couldn't look better. I like the crown myself. And I think it's just something you just got to get used to, you know? And that's all. It's beautiful. Congratulations, Bob. You deserve it. And thank you, Bashers, for helping Bob to decide which one he got. What a great thing to do. And now look at it. Now look at him. Look at this. This is another one from Andrew saying that Olive's playing peekaboo. That is one of the cutest things in the world when cats play peekaboo with us. It's pretty great. We see you. Look at her. Look at that. We can see you. I was yickety yakking with Andrew over text last night because apparently we had the most amazing crescent moon yesterday, and Venus was right next to it. I'm sure you all had that too, because we're all on the same planet. And it was absolutely astonishing. I had to go look for it because I'm surrounded by so many tall buildings now. And it was pretty astonishing. So thank you for that. And then we started talking about terraforming Venus, and he knew way more than I thought I knew about it. I was like, wow, shocking me to death. Amazing. Cats ready for Sunday Mass. Well, there they are. Fantastic. Sunday Mass. Let's be inspired. And sometimes the cats will do it. That's right. Thank you, Andrew. Fantastic. Look at the kitties. They don't care about Sunday Mass. They don't care. They don't care. From Sharon, this is the first day I met Carabine in St. Lucia. She wanted inside my honeymoon condo. I let her in and she never left. I love this. Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That's the wild Carabine. That's the wild one. She was a street thug, and she came home to mama. Oh my God, what a beautiful shot. What a beautiful story. And then she was yours, and you are hers. It was meant to be. It was Beshert. Beshert. Oh, that's a beautiful. I love it. You probably just took a picture of this stray cat who came to your door and your window and that's it. She came in. Look at that. Look how God looks out for us, man. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for that picture. That was absolutely beautiful, Sharon. Thank you. Okay, ready? Oh, you got a video? Okay, Carolyn's got a video. Okay, hold on. One moment, please. Is that the right one? Okay, I got it. Thor and Loki, her new friends. You ready for this? Oh, look at them. They are brothers. They're from the same litter, and they were separated. They were separated, and they were just reunited because you can't take one without the other. You just can't do that. What a great move, because once they're big enough, you can't possibly separate them. It's cruel. It's cruelty to animals to having done that. So don't do it if you can't. Sunday Mass. Dear Dirk, happy Groundhog Day. You asked last week. Oh, look at this. Oh, man. You asked last week why we couldn't bring our outdoor cat inside. Well, I introduced to you my cat of OG's, I think, 13 years, Boo. He was pulled from an engine while my mom was out to lunch, and then a week later went down to the shelter and adopted him. Happy Sunday. Oh, I get it now. Okay. Look at this. Oh, hi, Boo. Hey, Boo. Hey, Boo. That's an Archie luxury thing. Hey, Boo. Well, I understand now. I understand. Sometimes you just can't commingle. It just doesn't work out. And Sharon says, Anna Love Bite. Beautiful. What a beautiful Caribbean queen. She's Caribbean. Isn't that so cute? Amazing. Thank you so much. Now I get it. Okay, understood. I understand. I totally understand. I understand. And Sunday Mask Gallery. This is actually my first. Oh, here's that watch again. Let's have a look at it. It's a great looking watch, man. There's nothing like I love a military watch. I love them. I love the proportions. I love how legible they are. They're functional. I love them. And I just love that. I love the look of it. It's amazing. It's a great looking watch, man. Venga. Thanks, buddy boy. I like fingers. Very cool. Swiss Venga. Fantastic. JC Kingsley. Here's some zombie stuff. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what's up JC's sleeve right now. Amazing. Bunch of friends having a shot and a couple of beers. Oh, hello, baby. Sitting by the fire. You light the fire. You guys look like you're having a great time. Well, these aren't the zombie pictures, but these are great just the same. Thank you. You got the next one, I think might be the video. Let me go find it. Yep, Zombie MP4. Let me download it real quick. I have that program now where I can do this and we can see it. Zombies. Let's pull it up. Very cool. Is this some kind of zombie apocalypse film? Oh boy, I'm scared.
Go. Holy shit.
Why does it always have to be in a parking lot? Because you feel vulnerable in a parking lot. That is very scary, JC. Carlos Paggi, Bond villain and Youngins. Very cool. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, boy. That's fantastic. It's almost Le Chiffre-like. Amazing. Amazing shot. Oh, yeah, this is cool. Very cool. Youngins doesn't get a lot of play on the show, and they're very, very cool, man. Very, very cool. Looks great on the wrist too, huh? What size is that? Either you got a big monster wrist, or that's a very small watch. I don't think so with that giant case. Amazing. Look at that, Youngins. Amazing. They don't get a lot. That's pretty damn great, man. Thank you for that. Amazing. Pretty great. Melly C, Cotton Buds. Okay, this is great. This is absolutely great. Cotton Buds, otherwise known as Q-tips. You know what it says on Q-tips here? Q-tips, cotton swabs. And here's our girl, and she's got Johnson's Baby Cotton Buds. So weird that I never knew that, man. So weird. Look at that classic face from her. Just absolutely classic. Ray, what do you got going on? Oh, here we go. Hey, you learn something new every day. Thank you, Bashers. That's all I can say. And it's only Johnson's, huh? Baby Cotton Buds. Well, they make Q-tips brands. Look at that. Babe. Oh, they're small ones for babies. Plastic-free recycling. Yeah, ours are made out of paper here. If you buy the plastic ones, they're generally the shitty store brand ones. Cotton Buds. Crazy. Listen, man. I love that this has become a thing. There's another one. Oh, it sent me two of those. Amazing. Thank you so much for that. And I will go back to this picture. Just we're at the end of the Gallery of Bashtards, but I want to just bring this up just so we know who we are and where we're going and what we're doing and how we're trying to be the better people in the world. I'll end the Gallery of Bashtards with the incomparable K. And look what this beautiful lady's gone through. And the beautiful Drew B and family for taking care of this lovely lady who we're all madly in love with. We're all madly in love with her. And we're madly in love with you, man. Thank you so much. That's the Gallery of Bastards, guys.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime views of the Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
We'll take a look at the comments and see what was going on there while I was doing that. Dean says, you have the same sofa as me. That's pretty cool. How does that happen? Bob, great choice. Everybody loving that. Jocelyn loved it. Dean, everybody loved it. Congratulations. You deserve it, Bob. We're very, very happy for you. JC Kingsley says, first rectangle faced one that I thought looked pretty awesome. Yeah, man. Rectangular watches are really cool. Dean says blue strap vomit. I like the blue strap, but you know what? You guys might all be right. It looks so classic. Carolyn Martin is jealous. Beautiful watch. Now, just to let you guys know that he was looking at a Cartier and he was looking at a Reverso, but he's got a sub and he's got a Speedy and he's got a collection of some really great watches. And he just wanted a rectangular watch that wasn't going to break the bank. He goes, sure, I could afford it. But he goes, I didn't feel like it. That's a $1,800 watch. So, and it's beautiful, Kyle Payne says, what was the OG strap color? It's either in black or blue. And he was going to go for blue, but the Bashers were like, we'd like a black one. And he's like, I'm like, guys, that's not negotiable. Well, I guess it was because he went with the black and it looks pretty great. Uh-oh. Phil predicted 6 more weeks of winter. Wah, 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 wah. Damn, I want it to be spring already. Me too. I cannot stand this anymore. Andy, what a beautiful Caribbean queen. He's predicted 3 more winter. It's been the worst. It's been the worst. Andy M says, she's so beautiful, Sharon, so beautiful, like a Billy Ocean song. Caribbean queen. He always says Caribbean. He says it just like that. Caribbean queen. It's 2 syllables. Carlos Paki says it's a 36 millimeter. Oh, wow. Amazing. Cotton buds. They're Q-tips. You guys need to take that. Like, we don't say Hoover here. We say vacuum cleaner, even though Hoover. I think Hoover is an American company. Am I wrong? Is it? I always thought it was. I could be totally wrong about that. Now, I have a 1956 Electrolux that was passed down, and it's a really old vacuum. But like when my Irish friends used to ask to borrow my vacuum, they used to say, can you lend me your Hoover? I'd be like, yeah, because I know what that means. But Hoover, I'm going to look up Hoover and find out where it came from. Cotton buds. Yeah, I know. It's like a whole big thing. It's like the big scandal of iBashers is cotton buds. I was like, cotton buds? What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Sharon, what do they call them in Canada? Please say Q-tips. Q-tips. I know. What is it? What is that? I don't know. I'm trying to see if there's anything on my desk right now that we do that for. I don't think that there is. I really don't. Yeah, UK, no. As we know, and Australia. Australia's cotton buds also. Plastic cotton buds are now illegal as they should be. I think they might be illegal here. They're terrible. Andrew says, I know. Doesn't she have the most beautiful green eyes and so expressive? At least it was not a tag Monaco. Lucky escape. Yeah, well, that's a whole other. That's more of a square watch anyway. And you got to be like, I've never lusted after one of those, but I don't hate them. I don't hate them at all. Andy M says that Longines are problematic. You can't stop at one. It's the beginning. Oh, wow. Yeah. JC, Hoover's a brand name. I know. It is American, right? I always thought it was. Q-tips. Yeah, baby. I don't have a Hoover. I have a cleaner. She has the Hoover. In Canada, it's Q-tips. Who knew? Who knew that we would discover something as stupid as that and as fun to talk about as that? Q-tips. I went to go find my box of Q-tips, and I found out that it says Q-tip brand cotton swabs. Like when you. So let me ask you a question. When you guys got a COVID test and they stuck the cotton bud up your nose, did they say you need to swab your nose or bud your nose? Because swab is in action, and that's what those things are, cotton swabs, because you swab them, like swabbing the deck. So when you went to get a COVID test, did they say, did you cotton bud your nose? They said, did you swab your nose? It's It's a good question for the next one, which is Tuesday, Speedy Tuesday. We'll be back. I'll be here wearing a Speedmaster. Tomorrow we might be doing Watch Fashion Please. I'll let you know. We'll post it if we do one tomorrow. You'll know all about it. We generally don't know until the day before. But what a treat to have you all for this Sunday Mass. Thank you all so much for showing up. Thank you to all the beautiful bashers. Thank you for my beautiful super chatters. You guys are extra special. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the beautiful bashers that come in. It's great to see so many of you who I haven't seen in so while. Hadn't seen Carlos in a couple. I notice when you're not around. I notice these things. Just want to thank everybody who has been in the room for quite a long time. It's great to see you all back. You're all important to us because this is a great gang. We just hang out here and we care about what's going on in each other's lives. So guys, remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And remember, if you encounter somebody who's not so nice, give them the benefit of the doubt. We don't say it on Sunday, so we'll just say, go in peace to love and serve the bash. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Or maybe Monday at Watch Fashion Please. And don't forget to watch the Timmy Wright today. If you like watching cocktails, it's on tonight.
The choir suite here.